Today, Google finds itself at the center of a whirlwind of critique, attention, and heated discussions, fueled by a series of protests directly tied to employee dissatisfaction and broader ethical concerns over its business contracts. The nucleus of this maelstrom is Google's involvement with Project Nimbus, a $1.2 billion contract to supply cloud computing and artificial intelligence services to the Israeli government and military. This situation has triggered a series of protests, culminating in Google firing 28 employees who were directly involved in these demonstrations. Before delving into the ramifications of these protests and terminations, it's crucial to understand the backdrop of Project Nimbus. Signed in 2021, this contract is a cornerstone of concern amongst Google workers and activists who argue that the technology provided could be harnessed for military purposes, including surveillance and operations in conflict zones. These concerns are not only ethical, but deeply personal, affecting employees whose backgrounds put them at odds with the applications of the technology they helped develop. The protests, sprawling across office locales in New York and Sunnyvale, transgressed from outdoor demonstrations to engaging sit-ins. Workers, displaying banners and slogans such as "No More Genocide for Profit," voiced their opposition against Google's continued partnership under Project Nimbus, accusing it of aiding in activities they deem as contributing to human rights violations. The pinnacle of these protests saw a coordinated sit-in within the offices, including that of Google Cloud CEO Thomas Kurian, a symbolic statement aimed at drawing attention from the upper echelons of Google's management. In an immediate response, Google locked out the involved employees from their accounts and, following an internal investigation, issued terminations to 28 employees, citing violations of company policies, including disruption of work environment and failure to comply with internal codes of conduct. Google's stance was clear. While the company supports the right to peaceful protest, it unequivocally upholds its internal policies against behaviors it deems disruptive or harmful to its operational integrity. This hardline approach by Google towards employee protests is a critical moment for corporate governance, illustrating the delicate balance between maintaining operational discipline and respecting employee voices, especially on matters as charged as military contracts and human rights concerns. It raises pertinent questions about the extent to which companies should tolerate internal dissent and the mechanisms in place for employees to voice concerns over company practices they find unethical. Moreover, the repercussions of Google's actions extend beyond the immediate circle of fired employees. The tech giant is now under the lens for how it handles dissent and the potential chilling effect its actions might have on future expressions of concern by its workforce. This scenario also reignites the debate over the responsibility of tech companies in global conflicts and the ethical implications of their government contracts. The involvement of law enforcement to manage the sit-ins and subsequent arrests further amplifies the narrative, casting a spotlight on Google's critical decision points when internal protests escalate. From a public relations viewpoint, the manner in which Google navigates this controversy will either serve to assuage concerns about its ethical compass and employee relations or exacerbate them, impacting its brand reputation and the trust among its workforce. Thanks for watching to the end. Remember, this is just one story from our full daily show, which includes all the other news and an analysis of the day's tech market activity. If you found this video interesting or insightful, then please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support is greatly appreciated. Catch you later.